that's when I knew something was up. And I was really like, in that moment, I was really, really thinking like, should I tell a coach? Should I tell a player or something like that? And I don't know why. It's like, it's probably bad or whatever, but I'm not the type of person that's gonna tell the coach, be like, coach, I'm dizzy, I'm this, that, and the third. I'm the type of person that's just gonna thug it out. Like, if I got shot or something like that, then I'm not gonna say nothing to nobody. Probably my mom and dad, but that's probably it. I'm that type of person. Cause I don't like putting my problems on anybody else. So I'm that type of person. So what's up, it's Reb Day. You know I don't. Alright. Today I'm gonna be doing a story time. We taking it back all the way to sophomore year. That definitely was not a good year all around. Like sophomore year, that was probably the worst high school year I ever had. If I had to rank the years of high school, I would say freshman number 1, senior number 2, junior number 3, and then sophomore number 4. Like I heard junior year was the worst, but for me it's sophomore year for sure. That's when I made the transition from Stone to Westlake. That was my first year at Westlake or whatever. I was still like feeling it out or whatever. And yeah, so this story deals with football. Sophomore year when I played football. This was the North Point game. This was a highly anticipated game. As you know, anytime North Point plays Westlake, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Although it was JV at the time, but you know what I'm saying? Like anything dealing with North Point, you know what I'm saying? Cause like that was at that school. North Point is that school. So it's like everyone knows when they got North Point on the schedule, you gotta lock in. But I didn't know that from freshman year when I played, cause I played for Stone. We didn't have North Point on our schedule, but I knew about them. You know what I'm saying? Everyone in the area knows about North Point, this school, on their athletics or whatever. So you know it's gonna be a dog fight at the end of the day. In preparation for the North Point game, you know what I'm saying? Everyone locking in. They know what we have to do in that game, because it's like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a different feeling when you playing them. I'm not even trying to like jazz or nothing like that, but it's like everyone knows like you have to lock in. Even the coaches, they like all the pregame preparation, you have to stay focused. It's not like when you playing McDonough or nothing like that. McDonough, you don't really have to lock in. I'm not gonna lie. Teams like that. So we'll be joking during those weeks. I'm not gonna cap, but that's not the point of the story. Like I was saying, everyone was locked in. Everyone knew what was riding on this game. It comes the day of the game. It's about like 90 something. Yeah, the temperature was like 90 something. You could tell it was hot, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that really eats like that. So like breakfast, I don't really like to eat. So yeah, usually I skip that, especially in school. Like normal school day would be like me just waking up, doing what I gotta do, brush my teeth, yada. And then yeah, after that I go to the school bus. So it's nothing like I eat or anything like that. And then especially during football, like I probably should have did that, but I'm not the type of person that does that. So I didn't eat that day. And then I don't eat school lunch. That's nasty. So I usually wait till I get home or whatever. But if I have football practice, I just thug it out until I get home. Basically, I'm going to school, don't eat nothing. I got practice that day or something like that, I don't eat nothing. But this game day, so it wasn't nothing too serious. So it was a Thursday, you know, JV games, that was sophomore year. So JV games are on Thursdays. So that day it was like walkthroughs. So it wasn't a practice or anything, but I knew it was a game. So like I didn't eat. So that was probably my fault, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I played defense, offense, special teams, all that. Barely got off the field. Like actually I don't get off the field. I'm not even trying to be arrogant or anything. You guys, anybody from the team that played sophomore year? So I played linebacker. On offense, I played tight end. Special teams, I was on kickoff and kick return. So I didn't get off the field. I probably got off the field once that game, because I'm not gonna lie, I got smacked on the sideline. But that's not even the point. That's not the point. They thought I had a concussion or whatever after that hit, but I was like, coach, I'm good. Put me back in. So he put me back in. So I only got out one time that game. So like I said, it's like 90 something degrees. Everybody feeling it. We all pushing through. I remember North Point was in the lead. They scored like, it was 14-0 or whatever. It hit halftime. Everyone yelling at each other, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, we really wanted this game, you know what I'm saying? You beat North Point, then it's like the schools or whatever, it's like we beef or whatever. It's like we don't like each other. We definitely, if you win, you got the rights. You got the bragging rights. You get to talk. That's what we wanted. So everyone was yelling at each other, trying to make the adjustments, seeing what we were seeing on based on in the game. So fast forward, it's the end of the game. Basically, we lost that game, but the coaches was pissed. They was mad. They was like, we was in a huddle. I mean, not the huddle. We was, after the games where every player taking a knee, and then the coaches, they all talking or whatever. They talking to the players. They saying what they got to say, talking about how next practice we doing all this because we lost. We doing this and that. No more of this. You know what I'm saying? They going off. So I'm just sitting there like, I'm trying to lock in because I'm trying to like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like my mind goes blank, bruh. Like I'm taking a knee. How you switch knees or whatever? Like I was doing that and it was like getting hot. Like I felt my chest getting hot. I was like, oh, and I knew something was up. I'm sitting there trying to think. Like I can't even think. I just remember them saying, next practice, we doing this. Y'all running this, that, and the third. Oh yeah, y'all lost, blah, blah, blah. Cause like coaches don't take that lightly. If you play football, a loss, you do not want a loss. Next practice is gonna be OC. I remember that's what they were talking about, but like I couldn't. That whole time, my mind went blank, and then that never really happened with me. So I was like, I knew something was up, and my chest was hot. They was talking for like an hour, I swear, because I think that was our first loss of the season. They was talking for a good hour, I swear. Usually the talks be like less than that. But with North Point, it's like they don't like each other. So coaches was going off for an hour, and I felt that whole hour, bruh. And I was just thinking like, bruh, when are they gonna stop talking? Like I'm trying to go, something wrong. But I'm not the type of person that's gonna say something, which is probably bad. That's probably bad for myself. Eventually they stopped talking. And we start walking because we had to go back into school after the game. So we go in through the weight room, then we head to the locker room, change and whatnot. Then we go home or whatever. So we was heading back to the weight room. Like I felt dizzy and I couldn't really see, like my vision was kind of blurry. It's like, how you feel like you in a dream or something like that? So yeah, it was one of those. So I'm walking back or whatever. I'm dizzy. Like I leaned against the wall like that. That's how dizzy I am. I end up leaning against the wall. It's like the wall's right here. You turn around and then that's the weight room. It's near the field or whatever. But anyway, yeah. So I'm dizzy and I know something's up. But it's like with me, it's like I'm thinking, am I gonna say something? Because you're supposed to say something like, don't be like me, y'all. Don't be like me. But so we get in the hallway. It's the hallway near the gym, near the weight room, and near the locker room. So the weight room's right here. We get through there. It's a gym on the left right here, and then the weight room right there. So I'm in the back near the weight room, and I'm trying to think, cause remember how I said sophomore year was one of the worst? It was partially because of the teachers. I mean, I like them now, like Burks. If you go to Westlake, you probably know Burks. Like, she's my favorite teacher, but at sophomore year, I'm not gonna, like, sophomore year, I was still filling her out, you know what I'm saying? So she's one of them, like, teachers that's gonna she wants what's best for you. So she knows that you could do better or whatever. So, we had a OC deadline at 11:59. I knew I had a project or something. I think it was from the summer or something like that. Or I'm not sure. I know it was a project, and I had another thing that was sophomore year. I think it was probably for an AP US history. So I was trying to think like, bro, I got projects due. That's all I was thinking of. Cause I knew before the game, I was like, I gotta go home and do these projects after the game. So then after the game, I couldn't remember what projects I had to do. I was thinking like, I know I got a project due at 11:59. What is it? So I had one for Burks and A-Push, Panzarella. So I was thinking like, bro, I can't even remember. So I knew something was up. Cause like, how am I gonna forget about the project that's due that same day? And I can't think, my mind is blank. Like don't make sense, don't add up. So that's when I knew something was up. And I was really like, in that moment, I was really, really thinking like, should I tell a coach? Should I tell a player or something like that? And I don't know why. It's like, it's probably bad or whatever, but I'm not the type of person that's gonna tell the coach, but like, coach, I'm dizzy, I'm this, that, and the third. I'm the type of person that's just gonna thug it out. Like, if I got shot or something like that, then I'm not gonna say nothing to nobody. Probably my mom and dad, but that's probably it. I'm that type of person. Cause I don't like putting my problems on anybody else. So I'm that type of person. So I was thinking if I should tell somebody, but I guess it was God or whatever. He was like, tell somebody. So I didn't end up telling the coach because I was like, I'm not about to do that. That's not the move. So then I ended up telling my friend Jason. Shout out Jason. Shout out Jason. Or no one would have really knew about this except my mom and dad. But or I'd probably not got the help. I probably wouldn't have got the help in that situation, like at that moment. So so Jason, I told Jason, and then after that, I don't know, like I guess somehow he told the coach or whatever, and then he was like, sit down. I had to take off my shirt, and then I was sitting in the corner like this, like I was sitting in the corner like on my butt, but my knees was up, so it's like that. So my shirt was off, whatever, and then it was like I had to get some water and whatnot. But I don't even remember Jason going to a coach and telling somebody, like, because after that, like, I don't remember that. I don't remember it that good, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like I was dizzy, couldn't really see. It was like blurry, OC blurry, and that night was just a blur. So especially in the moment. So then I'm sitting down. I'm drinking water. Everybody surrounding me. They're like, "You good, Zay? You good, Zay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." And then I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, tears started coming down my eyes because I was like, dang. That's when I seen my mom. Like, she came in a hallway or whatever, and then my brother was in a back near the gym. So, cause they called him or something like that. They called him or whatever, and then they came over. So coach started asking me all these questions like, "What you eat?" This and that, the third and the third. I was like, I don't even know. Like, and he started asking me other questions. I forgot what questions he asked, but I couldn't answer them. Like, I was so confused. It's like in that moment, it felt like a dream, and you so confused. Like, you don't know how to answer anything. It's like, I don't know. I feel like my body was shutting down or whatever. You know that feeling? Like, it's like a dream. But, and then everything starts to get dark. Everything you see is like dark. So, oh yeah. So after that, it's an ambulance being called or whatever. So they get there, they put me on a stretcher. I think that's my first time ever being on a stretcher, maybe. But yeah, so they take me out or whatever. Everyone been like, "You good, Zay? Zay, this, that, and the third. Oh yeah, Zay, we gonna, they was like, you gonna be good, Zay. This, that, and the third." So I'm on a stretcher. Coach had my jersey and helmet and whatever. He was like, "I'm gonna take it in the office. You gonna be good." He pat me on the shoulder or something like that. So then we had out on a stretcher. I see some of the varsity players. They was looking or whatever. They was curious. But so we get in the car, the ambulance car. I think they gave me something at that moment, like to drink. It was like this little, I think IV or something like that. So we get your electrolytes because I was dehydrated. So yeah, they gave me some of that. It was nasty, but I had to do what I had to do. So I drank the thing. We get in the hospital. They give me some more stuff. I drank some more, and then I think they put something in my blood or something like that. Like when we got to the thing. So then people was calling worried or whatever. I didn't want them to worry, so I was like, so yeah. But we was in a hospital for a while. It was like hours on hours, and I finally went home. And then they was like, you gotta eat, you gotta drink water. They was like, you can't be doing this and whatever. So I was like, oh, all right, I got you. But I don't like eating breakfast, but I got to though. Fast forward, I didn't go to school for a while after that. It wasn't OC long, but it was like a couple days or whatever. So then word got around school. They was like, you know how rumors start or whatever. So everybody in the school, this is the new. So mind you, I'm a new student. So I'm new at Westlake. So everybody talking around the school saying, "Oh, he got a concussion. This, that, and the third. North Point game, he got a concussion." That's what was going around. The whole time it wasn't a concussion. So I'm clearing the air. I did at the school, but you know what I'm saying? People still believe what they want to believe. But I was dehydrated. I had heat exhaustion or something like that. So people was like, "Oh, he got a concussion. Zay got a concussion. He not gonna be back. Blah blah blah. Oh, Zay, he out for a long time. This, that, and the third." And I don't know if I should say names in this. I'm probably gonna bleep it out. Nah, I'm gonna just say. Nah, I'm not gonna say no names. Dang, I already said somebody's name, but so this person, I'm not gonna say no names. I'm gonna just say the first letter of their actual name. So M, this dude named M, So M was saying like I couldn't see him or something. He was saying that I said to him that I couldn't see him. I don't remember that. Like why would I say to somebody I can't see them? Like what, bro? Like I knew I wasn't that gone. I knew I wasn't that gone, fool. Cause like imagine me be like, bruh, I can't see you. Like, why would I say that in that moment? Like, I don't even know. But I don't remember, so I don't know if I actually ended up saying I can't see you to another player. Like, what? That don't even make sense. But anyway, yeah, he was telling people around school. He was like, bruh, you know what he said to me? I can't see you. And then it was like, oh yeah, this, that, and the third. So, and then like almost every football player thought I had a concussion. Whole time that's not the case. So everyone, yeah. So like even the teachers, they was like, oh dang, he got a concussion. Cause that's what the students were saying. They gonna obviously believe what the students say, like, cause they wasn't in that situation. They don't know, they wasn't there. So every teacher thinking, oh, I got a concussion. I get back to school, and then like, then fast forward, wait, hold. So everybody asking me, when I get back to school, everyone asking me, what happened? So I tell them that it wasn't a concussion. And then like some people won't believe what they want to believe, but it's whatever. I don't really care. But oh yeah. So like the whole time I was out. No wait, no. But anyway, yeah, so fast forward to when I get back to school. So I get back to school and then Burks. Oh shoot, I said her name. Bruh, it's probably whatever. But yeah, so Burks, she was saying I ain't turning the assignment. It was nothing I could do. Cause that's the assignment where I was out, and I was out for days after. So it's like I had the 11:59 deadline that game day, but I was in the hospital. But she didn't care. So like she was she got that strict policy. So I couldn't even make that assignment up. That assignment was like a huge portion of the grade. And so I ended up getting a C, like a low C that was on the verge of a D. And I ain't never been in that situation. So I was sick. At that point, I was like, dang, I don't really rock with her like that. But fast forward now, you know what I'm saying? She's my favorite teacher of high school, at least. But so we get to practice, fast forward practice. They was trying to get me cleared to play. So I think it was St. Charles week. But you know how they do all this extra stuff? Like I was good. I was like, bruh, that happened less than a week ago. So I'm straight. I'm trying to tell them. But what had happened was I had to go back to my doctor to clear, like I had to get my parents to clear it or something with the doctor clearing it too. So I ended up missing St. Charles week. I would have loved that week. Because most of the people I know go to St. Charles. So you know what I'm saying? I had to tee off for St. Charles, but couldn't do that. I ended up missing a week. So St. Charles week. So I was sick. I was sick. Oh, I'm trying to think. Is that the end of the story? No, that's not the end of the story. So remember how I told y'all seniors was looking, like, not seniors, varsity players was looking on a stretcher or whatever. They was like, I remember this one dude, I'm not going to say his name. I'm going to say the first letter of his name. So C. His name started with C. So C was like, dang, bro, I thought you was about to die because he seen me on a stretcher. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm straight. So that was like when I went back to school, whatever. So he thought I was about to die. I was like, nah, bro, I'm straight. But long story short, though, good thing I ended up telling somebody, because for real, if y'all know me, I probably wouldn't have said nothing. I would have been thugging it out. I would have been dizzy walking my way back to the car, walking my way back home. Like in the car, I would have been dizzy on the ride home. I would have been trying to figure out what project I had to do. Barely even conscious or whatever. Barely even locked in, you know what I'm saying? So I'd have been thugging it out. I would have been trying to do that project, not even knowing what project or whatever. Like my mind was blank. So I don't know how I would have did it if I ain't tell somebody and then Yeah. And then all the other teachers, they ended up giving me a pass or whatever. They was like, oh, all right, he was in the hospital, this, that, and the third. Because I did bring a note, but Burks wasn't having it. The teacher, she was not having it. She don't care. But what else? I think that's about it. So that's clearing up the story of North Point game, the injury behind that. This is the first story time on the channel, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope I covered it all. I hope when I'm editing, I feel like if I'm editing and I feel like I missed something, then I'm gonna come back and then plug it in. But I think I covered it all. So it was a good little story time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's Re-Up Zay. You know how to re-up. And I'm out.